Welcome back, party people. It's Real Estate Neek here once again, back for chapter 4. I know it says chapter 3, guys. It should definitely say 4, so I do apologize about that. This is for the fair housing laws. So we're going to get straight into it. Fair housing laws promote non-discrimination and ensures fair and equal housing opportunities for everyone, regardless of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, disabilities, or familial status. Okay? Fair Housing Act makes it illegal for anyone to refuse to sell or to rent a property to a person because of race or any other reason under the protected classes. In this study guide, we'll be going over 19 quiz questions. Each question will contain a description on why the correct answer is the right answer, of course. So let's get straight into it. Question number 1. Protection under the Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA, includes all of the following handicaps except A, mental illness, B, blindness, C, mobility impairment, or D, financial dependence. The correct answer is D, financial dependence. Question 2. When is the equal housing opportunity logo type in real estate advertising too small? A, when the size of the logo type is so small that the facial features, the ethnicities of the people are not clearly distinguishable. B, when the size of the logo type shows the facial features, the ethnicities of the people. Or C, when the logo type is easily visible by the naked eye. D, when the logo type is large enough to be seen clearly enough. The correct answer is A, when the size of the logo type is so small that the facial features of the people are not clearly distinguishable. Question 3. The purpose of blank is to promote the informed use of customer credit by requiring disclosures about terms and cost. A, Regulation Z, B, Regulation B, C, Equal Credit Opportunity Act, or D, the Fair Initiatives Program. And the correct answer is Regulation Z. The Truth in Lending Act is Title I of the Consumer Credit Protection Act, aimed at promoting the informed use of consumer credit. Regulation Z implements the Federal Truth in Lending Act, requires creditors to give certain disclosures to customers before making a loan contract. Question 4. Which of the following often constitutes a red flag in real estate marketing? A, use of certain terminology. B, use of certain color schemes. C, type of advertising minimum used. And D, type of real estate advertised. And the answer is A, certain terminology. Question 5. What law provides funding to public and private entities that formulate or carry out programs to prevent and eliminate discriminatory housing practices? A, Truth in Lending Act. B, Equal Credit Opportunity Act. C, Fair Credit Reporting Act. And D, the Fair Initiatives Program. The correct answer is D, the Fair Initiatives Program. Question 6. The blank deals with high rates, high fee home loans that are refinanced or home equity installment loans, and law addresses certain deceptive and unfair practices in home equity lending. A, Home Ownership and Equity Protection Act of 1994. B, Equal Credit Opportunity. C, Fair Credit Reporting Act. Or D, Fair Initiatives Program. And the correct answer is A. The Home Ownership and Equal Protection Act of 1994 deals with high rate, high fee home loans that are refinanced or home equity installment loans. And law addresses certain deceptive and unfair practices in home equity lending. Question 7. The Fair Housing Act prevents lenders from imposing different loan terms for all of the following except A, improving a residence, B, constructing a residence, C, or renting a residence, or D, purchasing a residence. The correct answer is D, purchasing a residence. The Fair Housing Act prevents lenders from imposing different loan terms for improving a residence, constructing a residence, or renting a residence, but it's never for purchasing a new home. Question 8. What do fair housing laws require real estate offices to display? A, fair housing posters. B, scrolling marquees that explain fair housing. C, a list of all the groups protected by fair housing, or D, a historical timeline of fair housing laws. Anytime that you go into an office, they are subject to displaying fair housing posters. So the correct answer is A, fair housing posters. Question 9. If real estate sales advertising uses human models, the media must not include models that A, are not experienced, B, fall within a certain age range, C, do not show exclusiveness to a specific group, or D, show exclusiveness to a specific group. So real estate sales advertising using human models should not show that the models are experienced, that they fall within a certain age range, and do not show exclusiveness to a specific group. So the answer is D, show exclusiveness to a specific group. Question 10. The Civil Rights Act of 1968 disallows discrimination based on all of the following except age, race, national origin, or religion. The Civil Rights Act of 1968 disallows discrimination on A, age. Question 11. A victim of discrimination under Texas Fair Housing Act has blank to file a complaint. They have 1 year, 12 days, 3 months, or 6 years. Sorry for the typo. The correct answer is 1 year. You have 1 year to file a complaint of discrimination to TREC. Question 7. The Fair Housing Law states that it is unlawful to publish ads that sell real estate that discriminate against any of the following except what? Sex, senior citizen housing, race, or religion. If you said senior citizen housing, you have gotten the right answer. Certain organizations and groups are exempt from fair housing. Religious organizations that are selling organization property, private clubs, senior citizen housing specifically designed for elderly persons as well, is under the government programs. Question 13. Real estate advertising must contain the equal housing opportunity logo type, which should be all of the following except A, easily seen or understood, B, clear and visible, C, significantly large, or D, small so it does not distract the advertising message. And the correct answer is D, so small that it does not distract the advertising message. Question 14. The blank has the authority to investigate reported violations. I think that was supposed to be reported violations of the Texas Fair Housing Act. A, Dallas City Council, B, Federal Trade Commission, C, Department of Justice Civil Rights, or D, Texas Workforce Commission, Civil Rights Department. The correct answer is D, Texas Workforce Commission Civil Rights Department, or Division, I'm sorry. Question 15. Section 1101-652, item 32 states that a licensee who commits a discriminatory act can A, do so if the act was deemed necessary to complete a sales transaction. B, so the action was approved by, if the action was approved by an employing real estate broker, or C, have his or her license suspended or revoked, or D, serve a prison sentence. A licensee who commits a discriminatory act can C, have his or her license suspended or revoked. Clearly the answer is already there for excuse that question, that's weird. Okay. 16. What is the practice of designating certain neighborhoods as areas where loans will not be made? A, blockbusting, B, redlining, C, classifying, or D, compartmentalizing. The correct answer is B, redlining. The canons of professional ethics and conduct are found in blank, Rule 531.19 of the canons addresses discriminatory practices. A, Texas Administrative Code. B, Eighth Amendment. C, Fair Housing Assistance Program. D, Real Estate License Act. The correct answer is A, the Texas Administrative Code. And to our final question, question 19. Persuading an owner to sell housing by saying that people of a particular race are moving into the neighborhood is an example of what? A, redlining, B, blockbusting, C, colliding, or D, perpetuating. B, blockbusting is the correct answer, you guys. So the main things to remember in this chapter is that fair housing laws promote non-discrimination and ensures fair and equal housing opportunities for everyone, regardless of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, disabilities, or familial status. The 7 protected classes are race, color, religion, sex, natural origin, disabilities, and familial status. The types of housing covered under the FHA are residential properties operated by federal governments, single-family homes, corporations, partnerships, multifamily units, duplex rooming houses, multiple family houses with 4 or less units. So definitely remember to continue to keep going forward, you guys. Practice, practice, practice. Quiz, 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 and you will get it. You guys are almost there. Please stick with me. We got several more quizzes to go. So let's get into the next quiz, and I will see you there. Peace.